A sturdy and reliable ship is sent out to sea year after year and always returns having done its job well. Over time, parts of the ship are damaged and then replaced, until no part of the original ship remains. This thought experiment raises two important questions. After all of the pieces have been replaced, is this still the same ship? And if not, when exactly did it become a new ship? Similarly, every 7 to 10 years, all of the cells in our bodies are replaced. Even so, we can recognize a person after these 7 years. But considering the other types of changes that occurred during those 7 years, we might come to a different conclusion. Buddhism teaches that with every moment, we are a new person. Moments aren't measures of time, but rather separate entities that will inevitably dissolve and pass on to the next. In other words, separation from one moment or one past version of ourselves as we move on to the next is unavoidable. This concept still holds true even from an outside perspective. While the body may remain recognizable and the same, our non-physical selves undergo drastic changes with experience. How far can we be changed and distorted before we're no longer the same? Before we're no longer recognizable? Have you ever heard it said that someone used to be beautiful? Well, when did they become less beautiful? Our concept of the self or another self isn't solely dependent on the physical or non-physical, but rather on this relationship between the two, which is bound to change as they change. Can we define ourselves separately from the ever-changing relationship to our physical and non-physical selves? What remains recognizable about us, even after undergoing such changes and distortions? The Ship of Theseus may be the same even after all of its replacements, simply because of its identity as the Ship of Theseus. Otherwise, we might say the ships of Theseus. The pieces are replaced out of necessary maintenance to keep the ship afloat, and not only afloat, but capable of performance. Identity, I think, is what ties the relationship between the physical and the non-physical together. Replacement, regeneration, and change may simply be the necessary maintenance for keeping us recognizable beyond the distortions of time. Are you the same person you were 7 years ago? And how do you know? What is your identity founded upon that even amidst the storms and maintenance, you might still be yourself?